celebrated a really big birthday this year. So I thought, well, I'm not very well travelled, so I'm going to go somewhere that really takes me out of my comfort zone. And I chose India. I'm beginning to wish that I'd gone for Tuscany. I'm in my third week in India, and I'm really glad I didn't choose Tuscany. 13 times larger than the UK, this extraordinary country is home to 1.2 billion people. It's ancient and modern, it's bustling and serene. It's timelessly traditional, and yet it has one of the world's fastest growing economies. I started my trip in Varanasi, on the holy river Ganges. I've been on planes, trains and tuk-tuks. I've seen iconic buildings, enjoyed local hospitality, and witnessed a whole new trend in medical tourism. So far, I've travelled 2,262 miles, and now here I am in the arid northwest, wondering what other surprises this great country can throw at me. I'm travelling through Rajasthan, the land of kings, with Prince Shakti, to a mystical city in the heart of the Thar Desert. How much longer have we got to go by camel?
An hour and a half, I think.
You serious?
Yeah. You won't even feel it.
You say that. I'll feel it tomorrow, won't I? I may not feel it tonight, but I'll feel it tomorrow, definitely. So, Shakti, how important is the camel to your life here?
As it is breathing or water.
Oh, really? Is that important?
Because it's the reason why we've been able to settle down here in such sparse desert where there's no water and you have to cover long distances.
It is beautiful though, isn't it? It really is beautiful. Do you love the desert too?
I'm in love with it. Born and brought up and I'm living it.
It really is quite something, isn't it? Oh, God, it's lovely.
So are the camels, aren't they?
They are. Much to my surprise, they're quite delightful.
If you like, we'll gift you one.
Will you gift me a camel to take to Devon?
Anytime.
Okay.
Take
I'd
all
love
you
that.
can.
Oh, my kids would just love their own camel. They've been badgering me for a donkey, but I think a camel would be better, don't you?
Any day, any day.
Well, there it is, Jaisalmer, the Golden City.
We made it.
We made it. Like the Taj, there are some historic landmarks that must be seen when you visit India, and the Golden Fort in Jaisalmer is one of them. Over 800 years ago, this magnificent golden fort rose out of the barren Thar Desert like a mirage. Once the gateway to the silk and spice trade, this citadel has a rich history of money and power. My travelling companion is Shakti, who has lived here for most of his life. He's a member of the Jaisalmer royal family, so I'm in good hands. Prince Shakti takes me to his family home and promptly hands me over to his older brother, Prince Vikram Singh.
Hello, Vikram. So nice to meet you.
Thank you
Most welcome to our house. Huh?
The brothers are direct descendants of the rulers of Jaisalmer and are a major part of the city's modern history. To appreciate the beauty of this city, you have to make a little effort and walk to the top of what feels like 1,000 steps. Plus, it gives you time to think of something witty and erudite to say when you reach the top. That's a brilliant view, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome actually. It's quite high.
Wonderful. This is called the Golden City, isn't it?
Yeah. Because of the golden sandstone actually. So you can see, and the government passed a law, some time back that you cannot have the facades without having, stone. Not with bricks, not with color, nothing. So people were a little agitated at that time, 15, 20 years back. But now it's come back in fashion. So whoever has money, they carve their houses even more.
It's almost the colour of butter. It's like a ghee-coloured stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fort is in serious trouble, and due to water corrosion, is now one of the most endangered monuments in the world. The city is literally crumbling away. With 2,000 people living in the fort, an increasing number of tourists, and recent heavy rains, the drainage system is just unable to cope.
people are using a lot of, water for their day-to-day purpose. Otherwise, earlier they used to use dry toilets and stuff. So that is a little issue, and it started raining a lot as well. This is a sandstone, so it takes in all the water. Now we've started having proper monsoon rains, so which doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Earlier we used to have like an inch of rain in 1 year, and
What do you get now?
Now we get 6 inches of rain in a day.
Okay.
So sometimes this year, so.
Okay, that's quite drastic.
With the tourists, the money has come and the fame has come for the fort itself as well. Otherwise, no one would come here, and that's the main source of living for people here as well. In the
Tourism.
City. Yeah, but you have to educate people, and they have to realize it themselves that it's a living heritage.
Yeah,
living in.
and change has to come to keep it.
They just have to just work towards it a little bit more. Just
Otherwise, it'll just return to desert, won't it? The whole thing will collapse.
I hope
and just
not.
become a big sand dune again.
Yeah, I hope not.
So do I, because it's fabulous. Vikram takes me to a part of the fort which is currently being renovated.
Falling apart, a lot of work is being done here, and they're using the same technique. You can see the chisel and the hammer way, which was used thousands of years ago.
And what they're doing, they're kind of scoring the surface so they can then presumably
match the thing, because earlier it's not as plain the texture. You can see the stone is over the years it's like sort of roughened up a little. So they are trying to match the same thing and putting it like stone by stone again.
Would I be able to have a go at that, doing that stone business, do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, I can't actually get any of it off at all. So I've always rather fancied myself as a bit of a sculptor, but frankly, I don't think I'm cut out for it. It's really hard. I think we'd be here another 300 years if it was left to me, because I'm not actually really making much impact. Wherever you look in India, there are pictures, statues and images of Hindu deities. An astonishing 330,000 gods and goddesses are worshipped and play a crucial part in everyday life. It's really very pretty, isn't it? The streets are lovely. And Ganesha appears all the time, the god with the head of an elephant.
Actually, Ganesha is supposed to be the god for good luck, and you call Ganesha before anything. You invite Ganesha into your home and put Ganesha's either a statue or a photograph or print or whatever. Basically, they protect the house, so they're always there, and on top of the main door you'll find, a Ganesha statue or a painting or something.
Legend has it Ganesha was guarding his mother Parvati's house when she was taking a bath. His father, Lord Shiva, mistakenly cut off his son's head in a rage when he refused him entry. On realising his error, he swore to make amends by taking the head of the first living thing he found, to place on Ganesha's body. An elephant crossed his path, and the rest, as they say, is history. Just sending a few postcards home. I've got these pictures of the Hindu deities. This postcard is of the goddess Durga, who is the Divine Mother. And I'm sending this to my Divine Mother, Katie. And this one is an incarnation of Vishnu, and this is Krishna. And Krishna is usually depicted as a childlike figure, rather cheeky, naughty little child, and usually Krishna's playing a flute. So I'm sending this to my daughter Emily because she's got her grade 2 flute exam in a couple of weeks. What I find really touching about Vikram is that he has a huge sense of contact to his ancient ancestors. And I think it's because this society believes in reincarnation and asking your long dead ancestors for their help and to watch over you, that they feel that wonderful connection. It's something that I don't have at all. I have no sense of anyone looking after me from above, or any connection to my kind of ancient history. I suppose I find that quite enviable. It must be quite comforting sometimes. This evening, Vikram has invited me to a private performance by a traditional Rajasthani band.
They are actually the best musicians in Rajasthan. They come from here, the folk musicians. So they're different community all together, Muslims, but different sect, you can say.
Oh really?
So they are the only ones who wear colored turbans as such, and they are closer to Hindus than Muslims, and they are allowed to sing in the temples.
Oh, I see.
And they sing for gods and goddesses as well, you know, Hindu gods and goddesses, which generally, you know, Muslim priests or any Muslim would do. You know, so they are basically our family musicians, so which have been there for generations. It's called Alam Khana, which is a special band for the royal family.
How wonderful to have your own special band. What a romantic way to end my time in Jaisalmer. Sadly, this is my last night, and it's time for me to leave this spellbinding place and move on to discover a very different flavour of Indian life. I hadn't really realised how many words I use every day at home are actually Indian words. Shampoo, for instance. Champi is actually the Indian word for to massage. Massage your head, shampoo your hair. Pyjamas. Pie meaning leg, jamas meaning garment, leg jamas, leg garment. Put your pyjamas on. Word doolally tap. Doolally was actually the town where the British soldiers went to rest up before they were sent home after active service. And Doolally, tap actually means fever, so this place became synonymous with an illness, with a fever, so it was Doolally tap. So you went a bit strange and head a bit odd, you were Doolally tap. Avatar, which is a word I only ever heard of recently with the movie, actually means another form. It's an Indian word, a Hindi word. Some of the gods come in another form, and it is the avatar. There's always a festival going on somewhere in India, and quite frankly, I could do with a bit of a knees up. So I've come to Ahmedabad, Gujarat's largest city, because I've been told that everyone comes out of the woodwork to take part. I'm off to meet a local family and join in the celebrations. How exciting! Navratri, the festival of 9 nights, is celebrated all over India. But here, in Ahmedabad, the Gujaratis do it bigger and better than anywhere else. I have an 11-year-old daughter, so I know that if anyone can throw some shapes, it's a teenage girl. So I ask if my local guides could be of a similar age to my daughter. May I introduce sisters Archie and Angie Chef. They've lived in Ahmedabad all their lives and know the city inside out. And most importantly, the in-place for shopping. So can you just remind me again, what's just the name of the festival? I find it really hard to pronounce.
Yeah. It's Navratri.
Navratri. And what will we be doing tonight?
It's our folk dance.
Folk dancing, fantastic.
Yeah.
And what will I be wearing? Can I get away with just the colourful top, or will I need to wear...
Yeah. We'll be wearing chanya choli.
Chanya choli?
Yeah. Chanya is a long skirt. It's a pretty long skirt which you'll be wearing, and then a blouse on the top, and there'll be a long cloth material which you'll be covering your head with that.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty.
That is pretty. That's quite...
Yeah.
Do you not think that might be a bit much for me? That's nice. I quite like that one.
We'll show the another one.
What colour are you wearing?
We wear pink and blue.
Pink and blue?
Pink and blue.
And you're wearing pink and blue as well?
Green and pink.
Green and pink. Maybe I should go something a bit different there.
Yeah, we go for black or something. That one's pretty.
Is it?
Yeah, that one's the best. This
That's-
will look good on you.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually it's a bit simpler. I sort of prefer that.
Yeah.
Let's see what size it is. Oh, they've got that sort of waist. That's
This is
okay.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice. So that's the skirt. Can I just see what length it is?
It's a long This one's the
Yeah.
pretty one, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is its blouse. You ready?
Yeah. Now, what I'm going to have to do is see if that's going to fit me. Right. Is that going to fit me?
Yes, it will fit you.
And that goes with it, does it? Is that
Yeah,
what's
and
that?
it's a
Is
choli.
it a choli? Okay.
Yeah, it will wear it on your...
My head?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are we all right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
this one?
perfect Indian lady.
So I think, should I pay for this one then?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Thank you very much. That's gorgeous. Would you mind packing it up for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I wear two? And I wear one on each?
Yeah, well,
Have you got all your jewellery for tonight? Are you all sorted out? I'm so excited. I can hardly bear it.
they look very nice in their outfits.
The men
and
do,
like
or the
that.
ladies?
Yeah. Both of them.
Both of them, really?
You know the shining glitteries, you know, when the light falls on it, you know, they really glitter up. They really...
Is it really pretty?
Yeah, really.
And are you going to get me dressed up then in my new outfit? I'm slightly nervous about my outfit because the top feels rather, what's the word? Small.
I've been loving Indian hospitality ever since I arrived, and true to form, the girls invite me back to their home, in a modern suburb of the city, for a traditional Gujarati family meal.
Okay, very good.
And that's pandada.
Bandala.
It's like a green leaf kind of thing, but in a bit, like in a homemade thing.
Oh, lovely. Can I try them now?
Yeah.
I love that. It's lovely. Who made that? It's delicious. Pangala. Pangala? I'll never be able to have it again because I won't know what to ask for, will I? It's lovely though.
Yeah. And a small pizza.
Little tiny pizza.
Extra mini pizza.
Yeah, weedy pizzas.
We call it fine.
It reminds me of those evenings at home when I get together with all my girlfriends before we go out somewhere and we have a glass of champagne and a little salty snack. But here, it's just the salty snack because Gujarat is a dry state. There's no alcohol here at all, which means I shall have no hangover in the morning, which will be a good thing. But it also means I've got to dance sober, which is a bad thing.
Oh, you look really pretty.
Can you help me choose it? Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good, I'm glad. Oh, thank you. Lovely. Thanks, darling.
This earring.
My earrings. You look so hot. Thanks, darling. Thanks very much. That's great. If I can get that in. How's that one? Like that? Yeah. Ready? So do you look fabulous. Thank you, darling. So, who's going to teach me how to dance? Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the behind, tap in the front. Tap and go behind, tap in the front.
One, two.
The dress rehearsal is over, and I'm feeling great. But I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is quite literally the hottest night of my life. It seems like the whole city is taking part. And although I'm a little nervous, it's hard to be shy and retiring when you're wearing this many sequins. Before the dancing begins, the evening starts with a religious ceremony, honouring the goddess Durga. Navratri, meaning 9 nights, is a celebration of the legend of Durga fighting and fending off a demon for 9 long nights.
Should we dance? Come and teach me to dance. Come on, I'll copy you.
You got 2 steps in the front, 2 steps back, and then again in the front.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Before you get run over. I'll copy you. Honestly, I'll copy you. You'll be fine.
Traditionally, the Garba, an Indian form of dance, is performed around a pot in a circle. The word Garba is Sanskrit for womb, so ultimately this festival is a very feminine affair, where women worship the divine mother goddess Durga. Quite right too.
It's a very beautiful event and it's a family event. There are children here and grandmothers and there's food. It's a cross between a barn dance and a disco. It has elements of sort of modern India, but also it feels a little bit like something from wartime Britain because, of course, no one's actually touching each other when they dance. The men and women are all dancing together, but very separately. The young girls are looking absolutely beautiful, and the young boys are frankly looking a little bit hopeless, I think. It's delightful, really. And I think I've actually found probably the best festival in India.
As much as I hate to leave a party, I've got a plane to catch. I'm off to Mumbai first thing tomorrow. And I know I've said this before, but I am so hot. I've got to go home and have a large drink of water and a long cold shower. Mumbai is India's biggest, richest and fastest growing city. It's the ultimate city of contrasts. The world's most expensive home, worth $1 billion, is here. And yet about half of the city's 16 million people live in appalling conditions, in sprawling slums. Previously known as Bombay, Mumbai is on the west coast, and it's predicted to be the world's most populated city by 2015.
I'm meeting Deepa Krishna, who was born and bred here in Mumbai. She's passionate about this city, and she's going to show me around.
It was only in the 1500s that the Portuguese discovered the island of Bombay, and there was this Portuguese ship that sailed into Mumbai harbour, and they liked it because, you know, the bay was deep and calm, and so they called it Bombahia, good bay, and that's where Bombay came from. So it's from a Portuguese word. And then for about 150 years nothing happened until in England Charles II came into power, and Charles was broke, and he to sort of, you know, improve the family fortunes, married this Portuguese princess called Catherine Braganza. As part of his dowry, she brought to him the island of Bombay.
Oh, wow!
Yes. So he then leased it to the East India Company for the princely sum of 10 gold pounds a year.
Wow.
And that's how then the East India Company got their hands onto these islands. But they saw the potential of the island as a good trading port.
To help me understand what makes Mumbai tick, Deepa takes me straight to the famous buzzing Chor Bazaar and the Bouleshwar market area in the south of the city, where India's make, do and mend work ethic becomes ever more clear to me.
This whole area is called Bouleshwar.
Bouleshwar.
This bazaar area was settled by merchant communities, by Hindu, Jain and Muslim merchant communities, with the primary focus being to make money. So what this is the city's biggest flea market, and everything that nobody wants comes here for sale. So it looks like money is being made out of just, you know, grease. But what they're doing here is they're stripping these parts and they're removing the brass which is being put into that, and then the steel bits are going here, and this will be then sold by the kilo. So there's a recycle market.
Scrap metal, basically,
Scrap metal
but on a
market,
very, very delicate scale. They're not just crushing everything in a big heap. They're actually separating the expensive bits out.
Yes. The reason why this works is because there is labor available that will do the fine job of stripping it.
Yeah.
So that it gets separated into its components.
But these guys really work for their money, don't they? I mean, that is grim job, isn't it?
It is a grim job. But then again, you see, it is because jobs like this are available in the city that the city attracts so many migrants.
Yeah.
I mean, to us, they look like grimy guys that are doing a grimy job, but to them, when they go back to their villages, they're heroes because they go back with a lot of money. They go back wearing sunglasses and with armloads of gifts for everyone that they're going back to. So the spirit of migrants, it really defines the essence of my city.
Why has everyone got either a red beard? A lot of the blokes got red beards, or they dyed their hair a really funny colour. Is it fashionable?
It's for the same reason that women tweeze their eyebrows. It's just vanity.
Oh,
so,
God.
So red color hair, basically you're not allowed to dye your hair black by your religion. So then you do red. And then it's just to prevent the white from showing.
Are there women that like that? Would you like that?
A little bit of red.
hair?
No.
No.
My preference is for black.
Is it for black hair?
Yes.
But then if it's going to go grey, let it go grey.
No, I like the salt and pepper. I have no problem
no,
with
exactly.
salt and pepper at all.
Quite a lot of dogs around, aren't
There are many dogs around. No, we have a big stray dog problem. Because the city is so densely populated, produces so much trash, obviously there are enough animals that can make a living scrounging off the garbage heaps. But then there are associated problems when you have a huge dog population living side by side with a huge human population. There are some very good non-profits. You should meet some of them, in fact. They are dedicated to stray dog welfare, and they have feeding programs, sterilization programs to make sure that a dog population can coexist side by side with a big
So they're not trying to get rid of them?
No, they're not trying to get rid of them, but they are trying to get rid of the problems that are associated with them.
Look at this. Hello everybody, everyone's really big shopping day today.
It's a wedding shopping that they're doing.
Wedding shopping. Oh, really? Who's getting married?
Kiski shaadi hai puch le.
Congratulations on your wedding! Congratulations! How exciting! This is your sister?
Cousin.
Your cousin.
So there are 2 weddings.
And you're getting married as well? Oh, not the same day. What a day that's going to be. Will you be dancing? I did the dancing in Ahmedabad. I did it with lots and lots of people at Navratri. Hundreds of people, all in a huge circle. I made such a fool of myself, you've no idea. Big fat sweaty actress. It was really hard, it's simple. I found it incredibly hot and I made a bit of a fool of myself, but I don't care, I enjoyed it. Happy wedding to all of you, happy wedding. Bye-bye darling, bye-bye, nice to meet you.
I couldn't stop thinking about all the street dogs I'd seen in Mumbai. I've got 4 gorgeous dogs, and to say I have a soft spot for the canines is something of an understatement. So to find out more, I followed Deepa's advice and contacted a charity for stray dogs, where Pooja Mishra, the project manager and vet on call, kindly let me join her on her daily round.
So if we see a dog now, will you kind of clock it and think, oh, remember I've seen that dog there? Or if it looks unwell, would you stop and have a look at it or something now?
Yes, if I see an injured or sick dog, I would on my own treat him and add him onto our list. I can show you our list actually, this is interesting. There's so many cases that it's nice to have.
Yeah, no, you really know, because you couldn't possibly remember it all otherwise, could you? So that's a sort of makeshift muzzle you've got there with the rope, is it, Pooja? And what's the name of this dog?
Rinku.
Rinku. All right, baby. All right, sweetie. Rinku, it's all right, sweetie. It's all right, baby. Her little mouth's watering. All right, Rinku. All right, Rinku. How do you pay for all these medications for the animals?
It's through donations.
Is it?
Yeah, because this is like we are an NGO, so we don't get any funding from the government.
Right.
So we have to raise the money.
I've always assumed, in fact, that the dogs are strays, but I'm learning that they're actually normally associated with people or families or the street they live in.
A lot of these street dogs are actually pets of the poor people who live on the streets.
And is that where you step in because they can't afford to look after them?
Yes, because they cannot afford to take them to a veterinarian. So.
And do these belong to these ladies?
Yeah, they belong to these ladies. They look after these dogs.
Do they? And these ladies live here?
Yes, they live here. That's their home.
Right. So would these animals have names?
Yes, they have names. They've named, I think, according to where they've got them from. So this one's Baikala, that's Chaupati, she's Ronnie, and the cat is Munu.
Munu! Have you looked after these dogs before?
Yes, we've been looking after them for years now.
Come on, Ronnie.
She's like, you've done that once, you've done that twice.
Ronnie.
You want to do this all the time. Hi, Ronnie.
Hello, Ronnie. Oh, the Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie. I think it's interesting for me because like, the British have got a reputation for being ridiculously soft about their animals, but it's very interesting to see that actually this family here are ridiculously soft about their animals too.
And you'll come across many such families. Like it's
really,
it's not an exception as
no,
such.
Is that really right? Screen number 3, gold. Gold. J. Do you know what number that is?
3.
Good boy. Do you know what number that is? 3. Oh, you copied that, you did. This is incredibly moving. These people live here with all their children under that piece of plastic, and they still, I don't know how they're doing it, but they manage to be incredibly kind not only to their children, who are absolutely adorable, but also to all these animals.
Takes me to the welfare of stray dogs kennels, where strays are brought in for neutering, rehoming, or to receive medical attention that can't be done on site. This is Mumbai's very own Battersea Dogs Home, where approximately 13,000 dogs are treated every year.
Who are these?
These two kennels, these are dogs that are either sick or injured and can't be treated on the street. So we've got them here.
Oh, they've got wounds, haven't they? And they've got stitches and things.
It's healing. It's all healing. Like
Hello. They're quite skinny, aren't they? Will you try and fatten them up a bit before they go out?
Once they go back on the street, they put on weight. That's the whole thing I was telling you, that the kennel environment somehow, because
they don't like it.
Yeah, so
unless they're not used to
it. They're happy, but not really.
Hello, dogs.
They definitely would be happy on the street.
Yeah, in their home, really, isn't it? Who's in here?
Now these dogs, these are the ones that have come in for sterilization.
Oh, okay.
So you see, we notch their ears.
Hello, everybody.
That's the mark of sterilization.
What's the mark of sterilization?
Hello. This notch.
Off the ear?
Yeah. It's a notch.
And then you know they've been sterilised?
Yeah, they've been sterilised. Because males you can tell, but females, unless there's some marking. Yes. Oh.
Hello, little nervy. Look, that's a very nervy little dog at the back there, isn't
he? He has a name.
Sweetheart.
Hi, Papa. He's scared of these guys because maybe they...
Darling, it's all right. How many dogs have you got here at the moment, Pooja?
121.
121.
Usually there are about 150 to 180.
And how many do you manage to find adoptive homes for?
Close to 170 dogs have been adopted.
How many?
170.
170. So it's not a massive adoption programme yet, is it? You need to tell people, yeah. Yeah, I know we've got 4. And 4 cats, yeah, I know that. Yeah. Okay, no, give it some thought. No, I understand. I do understand, yeah. Okay. Yeah, love you too. Think about England. Would that be nice? England? Would that be nice? Would that be nice, my sweetie?
Mumbai is a city of contrasts, and I'm keen to see every aspect of it. So I've arranged to meet a real-life Bollywood actress this afternoon. However, I've got a few hours to kill before then, so I go for a wander and come across something extraordinary being practised in a side street. You know me, I had to go and have a quick look.
Hi, I'm sorry. Hello. Sorry, my name's Kanha.
Vijay.
Hi, hello. Hi. So what are you doing?
Yeah, we are doing practicing. That's a game of Indian game, ethnic game of India. It's called Malkham. It's a very old game from our India country.
It's called
Malkham.
Malkham.
Yeah, it's a very nice game. It's very old.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's extraordinary.
My senior player is Rajesh. He's doing from last 15 years.
It's incredible. He's like he's made of rubber.
Yeah, it's very nice. Using his power, his flexibility, his strength.
These children, do you teach the children?
Yeah, one of my students are there. One of my colleague, that's Vinayak sir. They are teaching that student all there.
It reminds me a little bit of yoga, some yoga positions.
Yeah, some yoga positions we're doing on pole and rope also.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Do you think I'd be able to do it?
Hmm?
Do you think I'd be able to do it?
Yeah, you have to do it.
Can I step over? Yeah. Oh, can't even go on the mat. Come on, let me see if I can do anything. Can I go on the little one?
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Just put it on leg.
One leg.
Okay. Oh, nice one.
Nice one.
Yeah.
That's all I could do. And now,
Just leave your hand. Leave your hand. Balance.
Nice.
Control.
Seriously.
Oh, very good.
Right, let me take a run at that one now.
Yeah, come on.
I think that's about as good as I'm going to get. Wow. Look at that.
Actually, what is the specialty of this game? It is playing against the gravity.
Fighting gravity all the time?
Gravity, hard.
Okay.
It's going every time up
Ooh,
and down,
okay.
up and down, up and
I
down.
don't like it when he does that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Indian government, they are not given the authority of sports. It is not a sports. They are telling it's an art. That's why we are just trying to fight against the government. It is not an art, it is a sports.
Okay, you're trying to make it be perceived as a sport and not an art. How can you not say it's a sport? It's like gymnastics, really, isn't it?
It's a combination of gymnastics, yoga, as well as athletics, wrestling. And just start from last 2 months.
Oh, she's just new to it.
Yeah, she's just new. Yeah.
She's strong. Look at her go up that rope. She's really good. She's just started. She's really good, isn't she? Wow.
Basically, girls are doing rope.
Girls do only rope. Girls don't do the pole. No. They do in England. You see, that's what I love about India. Tootling along on your way to a nice cup of chai and you discover a whole new sport, something I'd never heard of before. Mala, meaning wrestle, cam, meaning pole, wrestling poling going on under your very nose, you'd have known it. And what a beautiful thing it is. I wonder if it will take on in Britain after this. I think I might start the Malakam Society. Don't look away, this could be really nasty.
It's time to head off for my appointment across town with Tulip Joshi, Bollywood superstar.
It'd be nice to meet another actress, see what life's like out here for the turns and starlets, showbiz types. It's going to take me shopping as well, which would be nice. Hopefully buy something a bit sparkly to take home. And I like that.
Mumbai is home to Bollywood, one of the largest film industries in the world. It's a multi-million-pound business and produces over 1,000 films a year. That's almost 3 a day.
When I was selected for a Bollywood film, I was modeling then. And I was put through a workshop, like a theatre workshop for acting, and I didn't know anything about it before that. And yes, of course, even for dances, I was put through 2 kinds of dance classes. One was a Bollywood dance class, and one was one of the classical styles called Kathak. Kathak, yeah. Okay. It's I think it's one of the most difficult dances in Indian. Amongst the Indian classical dances. I love to be a part of the lovely dances, the songs, the dances, the lovely fantasy, the larger-than-life kind of
It's films. Pretty sparkly, isn't it? Well, I'm rather hoping. I know we're going into.
We're going right here.
Yeah.
To,
who's this?
This is Archana Kochar. She's one of the best designers in the country.
And this is someone you work with a lot, is it?
A lot. Let's just go in. Once you see her clothes,
sparkly thing.
Trust me. Once you see her stuff, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. It's fantastic.
I told you.
It's Aladdin's cave, isn't it? It's gorgeous. It's like a big jewellery box in here.
Absolutely.
Do you come here for all your big frocks for red carpet and things like that?
All the time. I just wait to come here. I need a reason to come here and select my clothes. They're beautiful. They make me feel beautiful. They make women feel and look beautiful.
They're very, very glamorous, aren't
very
they?
Glamorous. And most of them are light. They're they're not the heavy ones that normally you have to like 100-kilo dresses. They're not like that. They look like that. But they're very comfortable.
Are they?
Very.
I mean, these are extraordinary.
Isn't it lovely?
It's really beautiful. And do you come in here and go, oh, I like that one, and can I try that one? Or
I say, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like all of it.
Do you ever see one and go, oh, I really don't think that's me, that one?
Trust me, that I love all of it.
Would you go for that?
Okay.
Is that tonight? Do you want to try that one?
Yeah.
Really? Would you? Okay, brilliant. I will take that. Can I choose a couple for you to try on?
Sure.
I'd offer to do it myself, but actually, having seen the bust size of that, I just know that it's not going to happen, is it?
I think this one's lovely.
That is lovely. Oh my God, that's so heavy, darling. That's so heavy.
Okay, it's not as heavy as most Indian outfits are, trust me. This is okay.
It's no wonder you look so fit if you can walk around wearing that all the time.
I wear the outfit and I work out.
That is absolutely... Oh, can I see you in them?
Sure.
Come on, darling, I'm going to... God, I'm going to get a bloke in to help us
Trust
with
me,
it.
this is like nothing compared to the heavier ones.
This is... Really?
Yeah.
I'm not fooled. I know what these little film stars are like. She's gone in there in a pair of jeans and a shirt, and she's going to come out looking absolutely fantastic. Bit jealous, actually. If I could find something to fit over my head, I'd do it. I might have to wear one of the chairs.
So now you've become an expert. You can dress Indian brides.
You look so beautiful, Tulip. You look so lovely.
Thank you. Okay, the two most important moves.
Yeah.
One is the pelvic thrust.
Okay, come on, give me the pelvic thrust.
You should know how to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you go. The second one should be like.
Oh,
this.
I don't want to do that one.
Trust me. That's it. You can do a Bollywood song now.
Okay. So basically, it's pelvic-y and it's bosom-y.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fairly, yeah. It's universal, isn't it? That's not really. You look so beautiful. Can I find another one for you to wear? Oh no, you've got your pink one. Do you mind trying the pink one?
Okay.
Costume. Bosom-y. How are you getting on? Right. Even more beautiful. Oh, you're so gorgeous.
Two very, very important things for an actress,
Okay.
for the heroine of the film,
Yeah.
are expressions, okay?
Okay,
Two of the
good.
expressions.
Yeah.
One is like, you have to give this very sensuous look, you know, your eyes.
Yes.
And you have to smile. Just do this and smile, that's it. Faster. So you don't need to go to the gym, you know.
Oh, another hip. Oh.
Hip.
I'll take so many wonderful memories away from Mumbai, and I'm genuinely sad to leave. It's so much to offer and has shown me huge diversity and positivity in the few short days I've been here. But before I go, I'm desperate to have a quick peek at one of the world's most famous hotels, the Taj Mahal Palace. Barack Obama has just left, having taken over the entire hotel, so finally I'm allowed in. This historic landmark is a testament to Mumbai's strength of character. It's recently reopened in all its glory after the devastating terrorist attack in 2008, where 172 people died. I've arranged to meet Deepa here for a farewell drink.
I love Mumbai, actually.
Oh, so do I.
I do.
I'm
No,
so
I
glad.
can really see why. I absolutely. The Taj is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's lovely, but actually, out there in the streets, where the real life is happening, is also quite wonderful, isn't it? The people, the different cultures.
Yeah, the city's heart is in its bazaars.
Yeah.
You walk the markets and you've understood the city. You know, you've taken back a bit of that Mumbai spirit.
Yeah, definitely. No, I really can. I can see that if you were born and brought up here, how moving away would seem impossible, actually.
Yes, it does feel like
Because it's got such a huge personality, hasn't it?
yeah, it is. I've lived in other cities, but nothing quite beats this one.
Next week, I head down to the green fields of the south. I meet a local celebrity snake catcher in Mysore. I find a magical healer of the Malnad region. I then journey to the extreme southernmost point of the country where three seas collide.